Okay, we're going to start with jumping jacks. And punches. Keep your hands up, keep your feet moving. And skaters. Knees. Make sure when you do this that your weight is on your standing foot and the standing knee is bent. Other side. And touch jacks. So you start here and you jump your feet out, and instead of bringing your hands up, you're gonna squat down and touch the opposite toe. You're not doing this. Okay, you're bending your knees. That's where the work is. And kicks, front, side, back. Okay, that was the first time through. I need you to pause the video and go through that 2 more times. So the sequence is jumping jacks, punches, skaters, knees, touch jacks, and kicks. So 2 more times through the set, 30 seconds each drill. Okay, so now you should be back and we will stretch, reach up. And I'm not just putting my hands up, but I'm reaching up, trying to push my hands toward the ceiling. And then down, back flat, trying to reach my hands, chin is up, hands straight in front of me as far as they'll go. And then reach for the floor. Over to one side, grab your ankle, pull your chest to your knee, chin is up, not tucked here. Other side. Take your feet, cross one in front of the other, chin up, reach your chest towards your knees. Then up, switch feet, chin up, chest toward your knees. Have a seat, feet out, keep both butt cheeks on the floor. Reach over, grab your toes with the hand on the same side, and then reach over the top. Other side. And then to the center. When you come to the center, make sure your toes stay up and your chin stays up. Reach your elbows toward the floor. feet in together. Reach. Well, the goal is at least to get your toes and pick your heels up off the floor, but if you can reach out past your toes, that's good. Keep your chin up, so it's not here, but you're here. Pull your feet in, put the bottoms of your feet together. Keep your back straight. Okay, some of you guys, don't ever grab your toes when you do this. You want to grab your ankles. And when I grab my ankles, it tends to round my back. If you can grab your ankles and keep your back perfectly straight, that's great. Otherwise, put your hands here to force your back straight and press your knees down. Feet together, or feet on the floor, almost together. Come to the squat, and then put your hands on the floor and straighten out your legs. And up. Okay, arms over and under. Nice and slow. No higher than your shoulders. And you're going to grab one and pull it across. When you pull it across, don't put your shoulder up here in your neck. Pull it down and across. And grab that elbow and push your hand back down so it's ideally between your shoulder blades. Then the other one, pull it across. Push it back. Then lace your fingers together. Pull your hands up as high as they'll go. Then reach over and pull them over the top. And up. Okay, so we're going to do 3 exercises. I'm going to show you each one, explain exactly how to do it, and then I want you to do 1 minute of each of them. So for the first one, you need 2 somethings that you can put on the floor. I'm actually going to angle this down because I'm doing this on the floor and you'll be able to see better. Okay, so you need 2 somethings that you can put on the floor. And put my cups here. Okay, now when I do this, I'm sitting up. I'm not leaning here. That's much easier. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so your feet are here and you're picking them up over the cuffs. Hands are not here. You're here. It's your core muscles and your hip flexors that are doing the work here. Okay, that's the first one. The second one, you sit here and you point your fingers towards your toes, not back. Okay, ideally you've got your palms flat. Mine, if I put my palms flat, straighten out my elbows, it leaves me here because they don't bend. If you have that same problem that I do, come up on your fingertips and come up on your knuckles if you need to. So I'm here. And I'm in tabletop, my back is flat. Okay, this is not the exercise. The exercise is bending your elbows. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick one foot up. It's not up here, it's not way down here. It's still, I can't pick both hands up and show you, but my quads are still lined up together. So I'm here, and this one is just coming to even with this one. And I do dips on one side, and then I switch, and I do dips on the other side. And the very last one, your body's going to be laying flat with your hands here. Okay, I'm never going to put my head all the way down on the floor. Head's always going to stay up a little bit. Hands don't go behind you, because if they come behind you, they pull you up and you're using momentum to get up instead of core strength. So you're here, and you're going to sit all the way up, and then reach out and grab your toes, and up, and back down. So you're getting here, a core drill, and a little bit of a stretch. Make sure you're sitting straight up, fingers are up before you lay back. Never get your shoulders and your head on the floor. Straight up, out. Okay, so those 3 sets of exercises. That was feet over, the dips with one leg up, and the laying straight sit-ups. 1 minute of each of those exercises. Okay, so this month, you guys are getting your stripe for intensity. And if you're in the kids class, you're getting your star for modesty, not modesty in how you dress, but modesty in behavior. So we'll go over that when we get closer to it. We're going to start off with the side kick. So you're going to stand. I'm going to show you in two different angles because I want you to see these details. Okay, so right now what I want you to do is look at my standing foot. So I'm going to chamber, my target's out there. I'm going to chamber, my standing foot is facing there, and my knee is up. Then, this is the first half of the chamber. Then for the second half of the chamber, I'm going to turn the standing foot that way, away from the target, and my butt and my heel towards the target. And then I'm going to push and kick. Bring it back in and set it down. Okay, so from the other angle, what I want you to see is the position of the foot that I'm kicking with. So it comes up, standing toes are facing that way right now, target's here. So as I finish the chamber, I'm going to turn my hip and my heel, or my butt and my heel towards the target, and my standing toes towards here. Now if you look at my foot, my toes are pointed down. If you turn your toes up, it forces your hip up. You want your butt leaning, not your hip facing the ceiling. So you need to be here, butt and heel are facing the target, push, bring it in, and send it down. Okay, so I want you to do, we're gonna do, I don't know, we'll do like 10 of these. So start here, 1, 2, 3. I want you thinking about all the parts. 4, 5. And then you're gonna switch to the other side, and we're gonna do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so where modesty is going to come into this is, this is particularly important for the kids, although everybody needs to think about it. It's okay to say, yes, I am good at something. Not, I am better at this than you, but this is what I'm good at. So technically, I can throw a good side kick. My ankles are flexible enough that I can get my foot into that position. Some of that is work that I do every day to stretch. And some of it is just, that's the way my ankles were made. So I've got nothing to be proud of there, that's just structural, okay? So, but modesty is saying that no matter how good I know that is, that my foot position is exactly where it needs to be, there's other things that I can do that will make my kick better. I can rotate better. I can get stronger by practicing going really slow and holding the kick out. Then when it's out, I'm gonna lift a little bit more and pull it in. Okay, so up, really slow. Then when it's out there, I'm gonna lift a little bit more for strength. Okay, so for me, what I wanna be thinking about is getting stronger. Some of you guys might need to think about getting faster or getting your foot a little bit higher off the floor. So you need to pick something that you can do, and I want you to do 5 more side kicks, and I want you to focus on whatever that thing is, okay? So I did a couple focusing on getting higher. So a couple more might be if on getting stronger. A couple more might be focusing on getting your foot turned into that position. So if you're throwing your side kick here, thinking about turning it down and bringing it in. And throwing the side kick and looking at your foot and seeing that your toes are up and turning them down and bringing them in. So find something that you need to work on in the side kick, do 5 of them. Okay, then when you come back, we're gonna do an intensity drill with the side kick. For this one, you need a partner. Intensity on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is no intensity at all. It does not mean no karate. That's not intense, that's not a side kick. Okay, but intensity, no intensity in a side kick would mean that I'm just slowly doing it. If I hit something, I might be able to hit my target, but it's not gonna do any good. And a 10 is fast and hard, so that I knock down what I'm hitting. So you need to get a partner for this, and you're gonna get You can do this with a side kick, you can do it with a jab cross, you can do it with your form. I don't really care what you do it with. But your partner is going to call out a number from 1 to 10. 1 being not intense at all, still technically correct. 10, very intense. And you're gonna do whatever you've picked. Side kicks, jab cross, your form, your self-defense, at the level that they called out. You're gonna do 5 different ones. Okay, we're gonna go through the forms right now. I am going to do them with intensity. Not with speed, not with noise, but with intensity. So I have power, I have correct stances. You can see what I'm hitting in each move. So I want you to do each of your forms with me intensely, and then I want you to go back and do your form for the cycle 3 times. Once at very low intensity, once at medium intensity, and once at full intensity. So we're gonna start with basic form 1. I gotta move, that's not intense, but I'm gonna crash into the bricks. Okay, so we did basic form 1 from the white belt curriculum. From the beginner curriculum, we have Chil Sung Il Row. And then from the advanced curriculum, Nai-Enchi Shodan. And then from the Tang Soo Do black belt curriculum, Jian. No. This hand, right hand comes across, and then left one comes across. So, like I said, your form 3 times, once no intensity, once medium, and 1 tons of intensity. With cross wrist grab, cobra. He's gonna grab my wrist. I'm gonna trap, step back, and then step back in directly in front of him. Want to have a 90-degree angle here, and a 90-degree angle here, and I am going to rotate his fingers over towards his face. I'm not just pushing down, but I'm rotating. Okay, I can also do that, trap, pull back, step in, and this is called cobra knife hand. My hand is straight. This knuckle is driving into the side of his wrist. Okay, we're gonna do a sodagari. A sodagari means major outside reach. He's gonna throw a punch. I'm gonna get out of the way, block, parry. I'm gonna step in. We need to be close. Hips touching, ribs almost touching. It doesn't work from out here. Okay, I've got my forearm in his throat. What makes this work is a push and pull. But if I don't clear the legs out of the way, if I flip my knees here, either he gets his legs rumpled up and he breaks his knee, or he falls on my leg and he breaks his knee. So I'm going to ask him if he's ready. And when he says yes, it means all of his weight is on this leg and there's no weight on this leg. Are you ready? Okay, so then I'm going to pull this leg way up out of the way and push and pull. His knee takedown from the ground. And it's meant to break the knee of your attacker. However, if you're practicing with somebody and you put your foot on their knee and they lose their balance, they're going to have surgically damaged knees. So we're going to do it with a fake knee instead. So he's going to knock me down. I am going to do a back break ball. Then he's going to walk towards me. I'm going to pretend that's the knee. I am going to hook one ankle behind his ankle and put my other foot on his knee. And just like I did with the sodagari, I'm going to push and pull. Okay. And had that been with his knee, I would have broken his knee and he would have fallen down. But this way, he lives to do it again another day. Okay, so we're going to have the person offer you their right hand. I'm going to take my left hand and grab the whole thumb blade of his hand. I'm not just grabbing the thumb, I'm grabbing the whole blade. And I'm going to put my right hand across the other blade of his hand. I'm going to bring it up against my body, so I'm using my body for leverage. And I'm going to rotate my right shoulder towards my left and down. He tries to get away from this by pulling straight back. Okay, so I am going to step inside, take my bicep, my right bicep, put it under his elbow, reach over with my right hand, grab the pinky side of his hand again, tuck it against my body, and rotate his pinky away. This is called inside cradle armbar straight for obvious reasons. He tries to get away from this by bending his elbow. I go with it. Okay, this is inside cradle armbar bent. If I have his elbow out here, I don't have any control. I have to have his elbow tucked inside, fingers are here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push my hand down and lift my bicep. From here, I'm gonna come back out to wrist lock one. I'm gonna take my hand and swing it up and over. So from my left side across to my right, bring it back up, grab his pinky blade with my right hand, put my thumb right below his knuckles, and then with my other hand, put my other thumb right below his knuckles. I am going to bring it towards my body, push his fingers towards his elbow, and pull his wrist towards me. Okay, that's wrist lock number 2. So now I'm going to go to outside cradle armbar straight. If your hands are big enough, you can grab their whole hand. Otherwise, just take these 2 fingers, step to the outside with your left elbow, cradle their arm, reach across, grab the thumb. His arm is straight, and I'm going to rotate his thumb over and across. He tries to get away from this by bending his elbow. I come with him, so I have a 90-degree angle here and a 90-degree angle here. This is called inside cradle armbar bent. It's also called wrist lock number 3. It's also called cobra. Then I'm going to step back out here. I've still got his small fingers in my right hand. I'm going to take my left hand, grab the thumb blade again, let go of my right hand. I'm going to step in, bring his fingers to the inside of my wrist. Come up, tuck his elbow inside mine, between my elbow and my chest. If I'm out here, oh, I'm gonna hurt his fingers, but I'm not gonna have control of anything else. Tucked in here, and I put the other hand on top and I squish. This is called gooseneck. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna free up my right hand, grab his two big fingers. I'm not releasing the pressure on this hand. Using this bone as a fulcrum, I'm gonna pull his fingers over. Once I've got that, I can release the other hand and grab the other set of fingers. I wanna get a good grip on the fingers, pull them in and split them. Step out. I'm gonna put his elbow on top of my shoulder. I'm gonna pull his fingers back towards me, split them, and pull the hand down so I'm stressing his shoulder. Now, I'm going to keep his small fingers. I'm not gonna let them go. I'm gonna let go of the big fingers, turn my hand over this way so that my thumb side is down and my pinky's up, and re-grab those same fingers. Then I'm gonna step out. Now I can release his small fingers and I'm gonna re-grab them the same way so both of my thumbs are up. I'm gonna pull his wrist and his body towards me as I push his fingers back towards his head. And then I'm gonna let go of his small fingers. I'm gonna bring his elbow in. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta come directly in front of him. I'm gonna tuck his elbow inside of mine. If it's not tucked in, I don't have control. I gotta tuck his elbow in. So I want a 90-degree angle in his elbow and as close to 90 as I can get in his wrist. And I'm pulling his fingers back. That's elbow in. Then I'm gonna go elbow up. I'm gonna turn the same thing here. And ideally, he's not any taller than me, so I can do this. I can keep my elbow on top of his. You might need to go here. Don't resist the urge to go there. Okay, so I'm here. I still have a 90-degree angle and a 90-degree angle, and I'm pulling his fingers up towards his bicep. Then I'm going to go elbow down. This is the most confusing transition in the whole set. I'm still hanging onto his big fingers with my right hand. My left hand is gonna come up, inside his shoulder, push his elbow down. Pull his elbow up against my chest, but below my ribs, not up here, because if I bring it up here, he's gonna come up and take my throat. So I want it below my ribs. Hand's gonna come in, grab my own wrist. Then I'm gonna turn my finger over here and pull down. And then this transition, you have no control in this transition. I'm gonna turn it over, put both of my hands on top, tuck his elbow back into my armpit, and squeeze here. That's the whole series. Thank you, sir. Okay, so now your two review forms. Action Karate Form 2 from the beginner class, and Action Karate Form 5 from the intermediate class. Okay, a review self-defense, and then self-defense from your class, and then another review self-defense. So the one that we're reviewing is single wrist grab with a low block. Okay, so somebody grabs your wrist, they grab my wrist, and I step back with this foot, nothing's changed. So they're gonna grab my wrist, and I'm gonna step back with the opposite foot, which pulls my hand back, which is gonna break their balance. So we start here, I don't want any trouble. They grab my hand, I step back bring the other hand up to here, do a low block. And as I do the low block, I push their hand off mine, punch, kick, cover out. Okay, that is from the beginner curriculum. It's a review. From your curriculum, we're gonna do somebody's coming running at you. As they come to you, you push them away. Or break and push them away, depending on how much space you have. Then as they come closer to you, you're going to drop to your knee, grab behind both of their knees, put your shoulder in their hip, and push. I can't demonstrate that one for you. I don't have a body here to demonstrate, but the next one that you will do is Kataguruma, which is a review from the green belt class, and I do have a partner in that piece of the video. And the black belt kama form. Okay, now this is supposed to be a split kick. So you're supposed to step, split kick. I can't do that. A lot of you, so if you can do a split kick, go for it. You gotta be feet out, commas down here. The rest of us are gonna do our 7-cut strike and a side kick. In either case, you're laying left foot front, spin, hook kick, land all the way back, tornado kick. And your tornado kick, you're gonna come all the way to the back, double punch. Left foot is forward. I'm going to do 2 7-cuts as I shuffle, keeping my left foot forward. Step with the right, diagonal cut. 3/4 turn. Left foot is forward now. Shuffle. 2 7-cuts. Right foot steps forward. 45 strike. Now I'm going to turn towards the back. So my right foot is leading when I get there. Shuffle. 2 7-cuts. Step forward with the right foot. 45-degree strike. Another orbit strike again. Then I am going to step back onto my left foot in a crane stance. I move forward, I'm going to crash into the cabinet. From here, I spin, come down onto my right knee, right knee straight forward here. And then the goal is to jump up in the air and pull your knees way up high and come all the way around and land here with your left knee down and a low block. I am going to come here and just switch right to there. And then it finishes here. If you're gonna do the jump, like I said, it starts here, right knee down. It goes back towards your right shoulder, up in the air, knees up, and land, left knee down, low block.